What's going on, guys? Um, just thought I'd do another video real quick. I kind of didn't want to talk about the gang stalking, but it kind of correlates together. Um, Everybody knows that the left have gone completely insane. It's almost like a mixture between Fahrenheit 451, 1984, and Brave New World. You got Schwab out of the UN talking about the global reset with implantable microchips that can read your thoughts. We know Elon Musk has Neuralink, and there's many other different patents and companies developing the same technologies that, of course, they've been testing for forever. Since the days of MK Ultra. As new technology comes out, they have to be able to test these technologies in order to be able to create an algorithm for the protocol and the program of those applications on the microchips. So, and then of course we know the left want to defund police. And that's the big thing. The police are not perfect at all. Some good cops, there's some bad cops. Most of them really join the police force, because they honestly want to do good. I think there's a large minority of cops that the power goes to their head and they go on, they get big-headed. But the left want to defund the police because they want to roll out the new police. And the new police are going to be these counterintelligence civilian snitches being ran by, these contractors for the United States government. And I'm pretty sure there's some corporate links in there somewhere, but they're all tied together. Everything, InfoGuard, fusion centers, we all know this already. So that's going to be the new police, and we see who the new hated class is, conservatives, and you see it lining up, and they're trying to create this singularity, but it's going to be very hard for them. They'll have to take our guns first, which I don't see that happening. We're in the process of reclaiming the presidency right now. There's too much voter fraud out there to ignore. But if they can get our guns, that's all they need. If they can get our guns, then they can really exercise their will over us. And under Agenda 21 and the Green New Deal, Agenda 2030, they're going to create a North American Union, and we're going to be living under a one world order. So, and of course, these people hate conservatives with a passion. If they could, they would put us in camps. And, under FEMA, they've already been building a lot of these facilities for natural disasters. And of course, Hillary Clinton got up in 2016 and said, we need camps for adults. And the left on Twitter have been calling for putting Trump supporters in re-education camps. AOC said we need to put Trump supporters on a list, blackmail them, blackball them out of work, just completely outcast them out of society. So, keep your eyes on that. There's a lot of stuff going on. Honestly, we need to all get out of the city. We need to all try to get back to our roots. Homestead, if you can. Stock up on storable foods because things are going to get worse before they get better. Ammunition is really hard to come across nowadays. If you already have guns, keep your guns. Get more guns if you can. Find ammo. And just really be prepared to defend America. Because this country is, worked this long. And up until the Federal Reserve and the progressive income tax, the IRS, taking us off of a gold standard onto a fiat currency, America's entrance into the United Nations, and then of course the Council on Foreign Relations set up by David Rockefeller in New York City, Trilateral Commission by Zimmer Brzezinski, and then, of course, the Bilderberg Group, set up by all these European royals. And then, of course, you have all these little different recruitment, organizations like Skull and Bones and of course, Bohemian Grove. And then you got people like Jeffrey Epstein, who fly out a lot of these rich politicians, these CEOs of corporations, of the media, and the scientists at the CDC and the World Trade or the World Health Organization, and have them have sex with underage kids and record it and use it as blackmail, and then they're compromised. Bill Clinton had a portrait. Out of all people in the world, Bill Clinton had a portrait of him in a dress at Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile mansion on Pedo Island. Yeah, Trump had business dealings. He's a billionaire. Not all billionaires are bad. Not all billionaires are a part of the club. There's a lot of billionaires that would love to burn and get rid of, Trump being one of those, as we can see for the last 4 years. Impeachment, the Russian hoax, everything else. But Trump kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago, before he even became a registered sex offender. So that just goes to show. And then you look at all of Trump's, wives and girlfriends are all full-figured women. So, and if they did have anything on Trump, they hate him that much, they would have already burned him. I mean, let's be real. He would have already been burned. And whenever he was wishing Maxwell good luck you don't get killed in prison, because we already seen what they did to Epstein. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Man, things are going to get really crazy. I think the gang stalking will be weaponized even further than it already is on normal citizens onto conservatives and people who do not align with the left. And of course, you see whenever they go protest, the police protect them, and they're told to stand down, and they're allowed to burn buildings and loot and riot. And when was it, back in like the late 90s or whatever it was, early 2000s, they had that World Trade Organization protest in Seattle, and the police, and it was a peaceful protest. The conservatives and the police were completely turned loose on the citizens. They started using the loud noises, trying to disperse crowds and launching tear gas. And then they even sent in the Antifa at that time, dressed in all black, covering their face, ran by the feds to make it violent, and then shut down the protest. So then, of course, the media, 3 corporations control damn near everything we see in here, from local radio stations to local TV stations to MSNBC, of course, NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, all these places. Even Fox News in the daytime is trash. I don't even like Hannity, really. I like Tucker. Laura Ingraham, she's okay. Alex Jones, real patriot, true patriot. I like some of David Icke's stuff. He talks about reptilians and stuff, but if you think about it, in the Bible, Satan is referred to as the serpent, as the snake, as a reptile, as a dragon, casted out of heaven, and was given this planet. So I don't think it's that far-fetched. I don't have to agree with everything everybody says, but, he makes some good points. Also, if you want to hear some real patriotic music, it is rap music, but it's very pro-America. Check out Bryson Gray on YouTube. Also check out Tyson James. They're both Make America Great Again rappers and are actually very good. Going against, the music industry and the Hollywood scum, pedophile, just satanic, devil-worshipping evil that comes out of Hollywood and the music industry. So, and, I've got kids, they've never been vaccinated, never been sick, don't believe the hype. COVID is the excuse for the Great Reset. It's going to be a digital currency with implantable microchips that scan and read your thoughts. And this is from Schwab's book, COVID-19 and the Great Reset, who runs the World Economic Forum. So, I understand there's probably a lot of liberals who are targeted individuals, but you got to realize where this is coming from. So, all right, you guys, I never forgot about y'all. I have much love and respect for everybody who is going through the program, from one targeted individual to the next. As I said in my last video, you have to expose it. Get t-shirts made, bumper stickers, do whatever you can. Play your role, do your bid, do your part, and, we'll pull through. It may be a civil war. If a civil war does happen, they'll probably say patriots with guns are killing people and put them in internment camps. I see that happening, especially with the corrupt media that we have that can paint that picture with that brush. But man, it's incredible times. All right, everybody. Y'all be good. God bless.